this place, filled with so many wonders, casting its spell that I am no wonder. Squirrels in the trees and the cute little bunnies, birds flying free and bees with their honey,
Now, let's get into Wildlife Wednesday. First of all, I have some honorable mentions to go out for this. Now, I hope you're ready for this. Surviving animal attacks. First of all, we're gonna start with wolves, because why not? And typically, Little Red Riding Hood is correct. In some form of time, wolves had attacked people, usually out of a defensive matter, or probably they're stealing shit from their. Rarely at all is it predatory, but some can be. Same goes with any animal that's a predator that attacks humans. Disclaimer, every single animal has a reason to attack people, even if the attack I chose was predatory. There will also be some included prey animals here because they are objectively more dangerous and harder to convince. Yeah, I said what I said. With the predator animals, you have to convince you're not a chew toy for that itch. But if you've been an ick to prey animals, if you've been an absolute ick, then they're just going to attack. Now, wolves generally avoid humans, but there are instances where they might attack. These attacks are often defensive, such as when wolves feel threatened or are protecting their territory or young. Sometimes they might be scavenging for food and come across a campsite. Predatory attacks are rare but can happen, especially if wolves are habituated to humans or desperate due to a lack of natural prey. You want to survive a wolf attack? Do not panic. Stay calm. Panic can make you look like a bit, and then the wolf will attack. And make yourself look huge. Stand tall, wave your arms, make noise to appear larger and more intimidating. Back away slowly. Do not fucking run, as this can trigger a chase response. Use the deterrence. What the fuck? If you have bear spray or a loud noisemaker, yes, use it. Fight back if attacked. Use the sticks, rocks, or any available objects to defend yourself. Swing at them, threaten them. Just don't scrap. Like, you ain't gonna beat a fucking wolf to death. Like, God. If you're surviving encounters with prey animals, some can be more dangerous than predators due to their size, strength, and defensive behaviors. Moose and bison can be very aggressive if they feel threatened, like similar to horses and how they behave. Like, the ears are pinned back, you've done some shit that's wrong, and you're about to become punished for it. Because shit, everyone knows Little Red Riding Hood. It's a fable, it's partially correct. Wolves can attack people and they might be able to inflict a little, you know what I mean. And I don't think that they'd ever swallow people. Like, what the Like, I don't even think they'd survive eating a full ass human alive whole. That's why it's a fable. And often wolves are not that predatory, but holy sh. And if you've ever played Minecraft, if you ever realize that you can tame it and it becomes a dog, but if you provoke a wolf, it'll act defensively and chase you and try to inflict some damage. The same thing of wolf attack or bear attacks, kind of, well, bears are more feared than wolves, so I get the over exaggeration in my comment section, especially the hype around grizzly bears. Worse off? Nah, we gotta talk about black bears first. Are they getting more aggressive? I know y'all not telling me that there was literally a recent fatal attack in California just this year, and it involved black bears. It's objectively one of the most common bears we have in the US, right beside grizzly bears, and most often they are defensive or food motivated, and especially with something more dangerous than a bear is a bear's child. The defensive attack will become so hardcore you will be fucked. Oh my gosh. This year, California experienced its first documented fatal black bear attack. Black bears are indeed one of the most common bears in the United States alongside grizzly bears. Tips for surviving: stay calm, avoid eye contact, make yourself big and loud, back away, use bear spray, protect yourself if you're attacked. Mother bears are extremely protective and will defend their young fiercely. If you see bear cubs, it's best to leave the area immediately and quietly to avoid provoking the mother. Did I mention that 15% of all black bear cases of attacks are predatory? They're severely and disappointingly rare. Nah, joking on the disappointingly part. One of the most renowned and feared animals, completely if not partially misunderstood. Now I gotta talk about the bear rhyme. If it's black, fight back. If it's white, say goodnight. And if it's brown, get your ass on that ground. Get your ass on that ground. And with black bears, don't literally fight back. Man, they'll fold your ass like Sunday laundry the way they fold you. What they mean is try to tell the bear that, hey, you don't want to fuck with me. You don't want to fuck with me. Like, I can do shit more than you. And with grizzly bears, play dead and pray that you're not eaten. Dark rhyme about polar bears, because if it's wider than the ground, it's over your sleeping sound. And permanently, too. And by sleeping, and I mean permanently sleeping. Yeah, the D word. The real verse is if it's white, say goodnight. Because polar bears are one of the most predatory motherfucking bears in the world. And especially since we're causing the climate change, it's leading them to coming into neighboring Arctic cities. Like, shit. Avoidance is key. And if a polar bear follows you, man, it's about to eat you hard. Carry deterrence at all costs. Travel in groups. Do not run. Fight back if attacked, dude. If you're attacked, you might be forced to find shelter or try your best to drive the bear away. Do anything in your power for it not to just escalate into the M word. And I'll touch on that later. It's now later, and that word is mauling. How about we shift the attention to big cats? All knew this was coming, especially when we're talking about lions and tigers. Big cats were responsible for the majority of the predation-related deaths on humans in the world. First of all, I want to sing this because they're mainly big cats have a reason, and it's not what you think. They're not trying to be mindless murderers. Something might be affecting them. They won't allow them to hunt their usual targets and prey. Same thing with the tigress massacre. She was the deadliest animal in the world, with a tally death of close to 440. The real number is 436. Big cats could be affected by injury or illness, which could lead them to acting out and on it and being forced to find easier prey, which can include us. Shit. Man-eaters have a reason to eat us unless they're just being an overall dick. And some of them are really overall dicks. Stay calm, make yourself big. Okay. We just went over that. Shit, we just went over that. The worst kind of predator is a vulnerable one. If a predator is injured, ill, or struggling to find food, it may become more desperate and unpredictable, increasing the likelihood of it targeting humans or other easier prey. This desperation can make them more aggressive and willing to take risks they wouldn't normally consider. It's a reminder how interconnected our actions and the environment are. And it just goes to show we are fucking tyrants. First of all, I know you're afraid of sharks, but don't berate and belittle all of them. You guys ruin their reputations. Really, they're kinder than most may think. Yeah, they're still dangerous, no shit. But don't get me wrong, they are not bloodthirsty killers. In fact, dolphins are. We say that dolphins are the best creatures in the open sea, but behind that A student, there might really be an F student. Sharks got a pretty bad rap due to media influence, actual threat, and conservation status. Shit. Like, we eat more sharks than sharks eat people. There are more shark deaths. We even abuse some sharks. Why are you sending threats to spiders? You kill more spiders than spiders kill people. An estimated 7 spider deaths around the world happen per year. I said what I said. Now I know what you still think, and I'm not trying to downplay arachnophobia. Here's how to survive a hippo attack. Now, if you were going to assume yes, I'll finally get some information. You are fucking mistaken. The hippo is an absolute tank, and it has one of the most powerful white horses in the fucking world. And I mean, damn. Like, there's a powerful guy out there who got swallowed 3 times and survived. All power to that guy, because he's the new Superman. Shit. Just avoid hippo territory at all costs. Don't get in hippo water. That's one way to go phone your relatives up in the clouds. Birds of prey. What? Extremely unexpected because it is unexpected. A lot of raptor attacks come from the defensive side, and by a lot I mean nearly 90% of them. Really, it's just as low as the ground. Also, if a raptor was predatory, it would have to be one of those massive species, like the condor, which is more interested in carcasses than what they are in live prey. There are only 3 species of predatory raptors we know out of almost 550 birds of prey species in the world, out of all the 11,000 species of birds we have. Nesting season. It is the worst. And I know that. Golden, harpy, stellar sea eagles. They're known for this shit. They are also parts of the stories of avian abductions. A coined term on alien abduction. It means, well, birds are taking you and you're subjected to random shit. It's like playing a lucky block thing. There are other birds of prey that might have been killers, but there's no way for sure about because they are extinct. I'm talking about Mr. H over there, the legendary Hast Seagull, an inspiration for from the Malagasy crowned eagle and the rock. The massive bird of prey, which actually lived, has been capable of preying on huge animals, including the now extinct massive fucking moa. The Hast Seagull was the largest eagle known to have existed, with a wingspan of up to 3 meters and powerful talons that can easily take down large prey. If it's something like a red-tailed hawk, shit, I won't bite. But really, they're not doing shit to me. But if it's the dead the right rideable stop red light like the massive birds I tell in my stories sometimes, if they had humans on their restaurant menu, do you know how honestly fucked we are?